What's up?
I totally missed the mute button right there, man. What is up? How you doing, Brandon? It's good to see you, my friend.
Good, man. Excited to talk about some awesome things that are happening right now in our world, and also excited to really dive in and just share with some people about the experience that we're looking forward to talking about and what's happening in 2022, because it's the new year. New year 2022.
Right.
Not necessarily new year, new you. New year, keep pushing you to the next level, I think, is really what we're talking about.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think there's a lot to be said for setting goals for yourself to start, the beginning of a new year, and to say this is the year that, I'm going to go from where I think I am, or where I'm a little bit stuck, to, man, this is the year I'm going to look back and say, wow, 2022, that changed it all for me. And I'm excited to talk about that a little bit tonight, and to just, kind of share with some folks, like you said, some really cool things that we've got planned with UUP on the RtA. And I guess maybe we should explain that a little bit better. UUP on the RtA is unlocking
unlimited potential on the road to awesome. We could have planned that, right? That was awesome.
We could have done a lot better, but that's all right. It's the joys of being live, right? But yeah, UUP on the RtA, unlocking unlimited potential on the road to awesome. Results coaching with that guy right there. Eventually I'll get this figured out. Dr. Brandon Beck, and of course myself, Dr. Darrin Pepper. We are super, super excited to share that with you guys tonight. But before we dive into that, I just want to, push that reminder out there again, that, what Road to Awesome is all about, what RtA as a company is all about, is cultivating leaders and about growing people, and doing that by elevating their voices and promoting positivity. And, I can't think of something that does a better job of that, honestly, Brandon, than the work that we do with Inspire, Grow, Connect, and Launch. It's exciting stuff, and we've been doing it now for, believe it or not, we've been doing it for an entire year.
Yeah, it's been incredible. And one thing that we always talk about, you and I, is that everyone needs a coach. And from professional athletes to high performing, credible resources, to people that are out there doing the best, and from people that are out there feeling like maybe they're at the bottom. Wherever they are, it is always a great opportunity to have a coach. I know you have a coach. I know I have a coach.
Mhm.
It changed my life. I happen to grow up with coaches all the time in sports, and I became a professional soccer coach as well as a coaching educator for the United States Soccer Federation. So I've always been intrigued by the idea of the actual coaching of the sport, but also the coaching of the human being. And a lot of the work that I've done in my research is in self-efficacy. And I've always been intrigued by the work of amazing personal development gurus that are out there, like Tony Robbins, Jack Canfield, Les Brown, Bob Proctor, amazing people that are out there doing amazing stuff. And also just having the opportunity to learn from them and learn about their coaching platforms along the way has really turned this whole idea of coaching into a reality for me. And I've just been enjoying the opportunity and really been great to connect with so many amazing people across the country, across North America, and just having the opportunity to not only do it myself as a teacher, but also be able to work with Darrin, who is also an administrator, a retired administrator, but still a completely, hardcore education guru as well, who's out there working his tail off in so many different ways and inspiring others. That part right there, being able to have that connection is critical. And also, in my personal background, also being a small business owner as well, and a consultant and all these other things related to being an author, it's just been a wild ride. And I know that the coaching story is something that for all of us, is really different. And I love to be able to talk through people's stories and have the opportunity to share the power of coaching with you all. So, Darrin, talk about your
Oh
side of
man,
the
that's
coaching.
yeah. I mean, you just crushed that. Before I do, I want to make a comment about Sue Ann's comment here. Sue Ann, thank you for jumping on with us live tonight. Everything around that self-efficacy is just so very critical. And whether it's you being in a leadership position, or you're starting your own business, or you just want to be a better you in what it is that you do, that self-efficacy is the key. When we feel that we are in control, when we believe in ourselves, when we know that we're doing the right things, and that the work that we're doing is going to make a difference, that's when it all can happen. That's all when it does happen, that we have those moments where we've gone from, I talk about imposter syndrome all the time. When we go from that self-doubt to that self-belief, that journey. And to me, the coaching journey that is a part of that is just so exciting. And I think back, I know I've shared a number of different times some of the different coaching journeys that I've had. And currently, for those who don't know, and I've got to get you to stop using the word retired, man. I'm so not retired, but I'm not a public educator anymore. I have transitioned. I have
Transitioned. Got it.
transitioned. I'm repurposed.
That's it.
I'm a recovering superintendent, actually. And but making the transition for me from being somebody working in an office in public school for 26 years to now being a business owner, and doing the work that we do at RtA with with the motivational speaking, with the leadership consulting, the results coaching, and the publishing side. I mean, it's amazing. And yes, it's a fun retirement job, but what it is an extreme learning curve. All the years in public education, I was very confident in what I did there. I knew my stuff. I knew my craft. Stepping into being a small business owner, I don't know that craft. There's so much learning for me. And so now, again, we talk about coaches. I have a coach, and my coach in small business is so crucial, because the leadership stuff, and then the coaching and those things, I know that material, I know that stuff. I don't know how to run a small business. So my coach is there to support me, to give me that third point perspective and say, hey, you might want to think about this, or you know, hey, if these pieces in your small business don't give you joy, doing the books as example, not doing the publishing, but I mean like the accounting, you know, farm it out. Why are you doing that? You know, so having a coach is critical. And with that said, I think we should probably let people know what exactly we're talking about. Obviously, we're
Yeah,
talking about coaching,
absolutely.
but let's talk about a very specific coaching offering that
Yes.
you and I have ready to share with people tonight. I'll throw it up on the screen. Brandon, tell them just exactly what Open Road Accelerate is, what they can
Open
expect.
Road Accelerate is exactly what you need to push yourself forward to rock 2022. Open Road Accelerate. We're going to be doing 3 weekly sessions for 1 hour, 3 1-hour private sessions. They're in a small group. It'll be, we keep the number limited, and it's usually a small, intimate group of people who just push each other, have that camaraderie with each other, keep rocking and rolling, and just keep pushing themselves to the next level with that accountability and that inspiration from those connections that you're making with each other in order to keep growing. So those 3 sessions, we're going to be signing it up there. Darrin, the dates that we have are already on that ad right there. It is going to be coming up very, very soon. We kick off on January 30th is the first session, followed by February 6th. Then we take the week off for the Super Bowl so you can enjoy, set some lofty goals to crush. Make sure you have time to celebrate that time there with your family and the Super Bowl festivities. And then we come back on February 20th and rock it. And the most important thing here that's also added in here is we're also going to throw in something else. We're also going to throw in a free 30-minute coaching session with Darrin and I right after you've done the Open Road Accelerate program, so that we can really talk about how we can connect and grow wherever you are ready to take yourself, so that we can take you there and help you and guide you. Because honestly, at the end of the day, you're the one doing the work and showing up. And the way that we have really had the opportunity to work together after doing this with so many educators in the past year together with me and Darrin has been just amazing. It's been an awesome experience. Love seeing people return and come back each month, crushing their goals, pushing themselves to new heights, feeling that satisfaction of accomplishing those goals, and really understanding that their goals have a purpose that is aligned to them. So not only are they out there crushing goals, they're living their purpose and they're doing great things. Darrin, what kind of things are they doing?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm going to throw up too. If anybody wants more information and you want to register, you know, we showed it on there. It's $97. I mean, you can't beat that. You know, under $100 for the 3 sessions, and actually the 4th bonus session, of course, is thrown in there. But some of the things that the educators are, well, actually, we have people who aren't educators as well. So let's not make you know, make that misstatement that it's just for educators. We have people who are out in the business world that are a part of this work as well. But you know, one of our individuals, as a quick example, when we first started the coaching with them, hey, I want to write a book, and I'm trying to write a book was the language that person used. About 3 weeks ago, she submitted her finished manuscript of that book. So going from, you know, I want to write a book to I am writing a book, just that mindset shift for that person still just continues to blow me away, to I submitted my book. And another individual that we're working with who really wants to find himself into you know, that educational speaker space, and wanted to do that by, you know, building his platform. He's launched a successful blog. He's launched a successful podcast at this point in time, and is now starting to work actually on writing a book, because he knows that that's going to be something that helps him as well. We worked with people last year, Brandon, if you remember, that were just, hey, I need a short-term fix in this Accelerate program, because I've got to go from I just finished my doctoral coursework to I've got to submit my prospectus. I've got to get my dissertation project approved. And we had a handful of those folks that completed that too. Lots of great things that people are doing out there. The thing I would stress that I believe and that I continue to learn every time, Brandon, that we work with someone is coaching is not for people who aren't getting things done. For the longest time, people looked at coaching, at least in the educational space, as you don't get a coach unless you're struggling, or it's another thing we can document to eventually fire you. That's not what coaching is. Coaching is for the person who's really fired up. They've got these lofty goals. They believe in what they want to do. Maybe they get a little stuck in the mud, or even just for me, I don't get stuck in the mud. I need somebody to help me guide, help me steer the wheel, because I'm the guy that gets so fired up with so many different things. And I need somebody to say, and I'll be honest with you folks, Brandon serves as a bit of a coach for me too. Hey, stay in your lane, bro. Stay focused on the goal. Let's not chase every shiny object in the room. And I have a tendency to do that. So there's 100 different things that people are doing. It's just a couple simple examples. And man, I just continue to marvel at that. In our last Accelerate group, the folks that were in that group, we have somebody who is an early career administrator, and man, every single time we meet with her, and she's one of our clients that is doing coaching every single week with us, the growth that she has made in her career is just amazing. And we're just there to support, and watching her continue to grow is just incredible. We had two people who want to start their own new business in that last session, and they're moving it forward. So lots of great things happening. I'm fired up for it. I really am. Brandon, I'll throw it back over to you. What other thoughts do you have connected to this work?
Absolutely. Inspire, grow, connect, launch. We start off right there. We're going to start off with some inspiration, some opportunities to talk about our stories around everything that is happening with you. And through these times, we all know that these times right now, being educators and being part of other organizations and being leaders in the field during the pandemic has not been. And the opportunity that is an inspiration that we need to build from and be able to grow with. And as we kind of realize that there is an inspirational story inside of us, we start to grow. And as we grow, we start to build out all of those plans that Darrin's been talking about, all of those lofty ideas, because we deal with a lot of people who are those people who have ideas that are going to be successful, but they just need a little help in growing those ideas. Darrin, I'm going to pass connect and launch back to you, brother.
Yeah, I think with connect, and this is where something like our Accelerate program is just so effective. When you know that you're working in a group, and even though you're doing your own individual goals, you're working towards those things, you are sharing within the group, and that builds this accountability to the group. And not that you're going to be in trouble in the group, but rather nobody wants to be the one that comes back to the group the next Sunday and says, yeah, I didn't do anything. It's incredible when you build those connections and you have that accountability within that group, no matter how big or small that group actually is. And what we've seen happen from that then is they start to develop, and we've done this a couple of times, where they start to create their own accountability partners. And so you've got somebody who's living in Canada partnered with somebody who lives in Colorado, and then they pull in somebody who lives in Florida, and they're setting up times to just check in with each other, or texting each other and just saying, hey, how are things going, with this particular part of your goal? I know for this week, you're supposed to develop your vision board. How's it going? Do you need some feedback from me? And all of a sudden, that power of relationship really starts to ignite an even bigger fire. And man, once that fire is lit, that's where the launch takes place. That's where you really take that huge leap forward and you go. I'll go back to something that we had earlier. You go to that self-efficacy place where you are like, hey, nothing can stop me. I believe in myself. I believe in my goal. I believe in the work that I'm doing, and I know where I want to go. And here we go. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to launch into completing my book. I'm going to launch into my blog. I'm going to launch into my speaking career. I'm going to launch into going after that next job. Maybe I want to move out of this role. I want to move into a leadership role, whatever it might be. Once we've done the inspire, we've done the grow, we've done the connect, now it's time to launch. It's time to take off.
You're going to launch into impact. You have two very passionate people who love doing this work that are going to be there with you along. And we are so excited to work with all of you. The opportunity that you have in front of you, we've already experienced it several times over the past year, and it's been awesome, and it leads to amazing things. And if you're just looking for a little pick-me-up, or if you're looking for a recharge, or if you're looking for an opportunity to light a fire, or maybe you're even just ready to just keep going and have that accountability for whatever reason that is, then this is the place for you. So sign up, check it out, come join us, come meet us, come learn more. And we're looking forward so much to working with you. And we're looking forward to an awesome 2022 for you all.
Absolutely. And if you haven't already, definitely go check out the website, roadtoawesome.net. At the top, hit the tab UUP plus RtA. That's where you can go and register. You can learn about all of our coaching programs that are in there. The weekly coaching, the bi-weekly coaching, and the once a month coaching opportunities that are there as well. Jump on one of these. We'd love to work with you. We'd love to have you be a part of what we're doing here with UUP on the RtA. And hey, you know what? What are you waiting for? Go make it happen. It's time for you to get the results that you deserve. It's time for you to move it forward. It's time for you to launch. What's your word for 2022? Mine is impact. It's time to go make an impact. Go do what it is that you want to do. And Brandon's lighting the fire for you.
It's time to light the fire. Let's do it.
Absolutely.
2022 is about being the enhanced version of you.
Go be the best you can be. Chase your road to awesome. Unlock your unlimited potential. I'm going to get it right eventually. And when you're ready, we're here for you. Get on there, get signed up. Shoot us a DM, shoot us an email if you got questions. We'll see you at UUP on the RtA's Accelerate event.